Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I just want to continue where I left off in my last organizing video and keep sorting and designing my loose Pandora items. So let me show you a little bit of the mess that I'm working with. Full disclosure, this is my Sage Green Stackers jewelry box. So I've got a whole bunch of loose charms here and also bracelet designs that I know I want to change. Underneath, I've got some loose, or not loose, but some new Pandora bracelets that currently don't have any charms on them. And then I also want to show you this tray right here. And this one, I have also a whole bunch of loose Pandora. I've got my birthday blooms right here. I recently pulled that off a bracelet because it was just too heavy. I have some clips, some charms on the Stackers charm rod, and spacers and dangles. So I have a bit to work with and work through. So let's get started. So I want to start with this large puffy heart that my husband had engraved. And I had the idea of just this large heart on a silver bangle. This is the Heart of Winter bangle. Isn't that a beautiful clasp? So let me put this on and I'm actually going to show it to you on my wrist. Please ignore how dry my hands are and my manicure. I've been refinishing a piece of furniture. I should have worn gloves and I'm just kind of waiting until I finish that project. I also broke a nail, but I'm just kind of waiting until I finish that project to give my nails some love again. So here's the bangle with that large puffy heart. And I was hoping that this bangle was tight enough on my wrist that it wouldn't rotate too easily to underneath. And I think it's gonna work. And I like that. Oh, see, look, yeah, it does get a little bit stuck there, but I think that'll be okay. I do like that large heart just being really simple on a bangle. I shared these two charms in my previous video and I think they're so pretty and they actually complement each other quite well. I really like the softness. The back of this heart, like the lace detail, do you see how the little flowers make up the lace? It's so well done. Like Pandora did such a good job designing this one. So my initial thought was I was going to part ways with these two and sell them as a bundle. But more I look at it, and being that it's that nice soft beigey pink, I was thinking about adding these to a brown leather bracelet. And I do think the color actually complements the brown really nicely. So I think I'm going to create a little mini design on this double wrap brown leather bracelet. And let me just see what other charms I can add. These are my loose Muranos that I currently don't have a bracelet design. It's going to take a lot for me to part ways with any of my Muranos because I really enjoy switching them in and out of different bracelets. So with this brown leather right here, let me just do a quick scan, and this might be kind of hard to do looking through a camera, but definitely not in the blue tones. I was thinking blush, but I really don't want to put my crystals on the brown leather. I'm thinking something in this charm rod here, and actually the one on the end, or actually these three on the end would work really well, but I'm thinking of keeping it fairly simple and maybe just adding this one. It's kind of got like a blush tone to it. And here's the trio right now, and I do think I chose the right Murano. Look at the core of this Murano. It's got a little bit of a yellow tone to it. I'm okay with that because when the camera is not exaggerating it, it isn't as obvious. But I do think that the blush tone of this matches really well with the other charms. And taking a look, I think I want to add in some silver charms as well. And I think I'm going to be coming to this bag of loose animal charms. I don't know why, but I just think it's going to look kind of cute to add in some animal charms. And actually that frog is really adorable. So is the hedgehog, but we'll see what I come up with here. So I pulled out my top possibilities. I think I'm gonna go with the little mouse and the teacup and the snake. The hedgehog, the oxidization, I don't think goes quite as nicely with the soft beige pink. And so for the order of putting these on the bracelet, this one doesn't have any threads, these charms do. So I definitely want to put these charms on the end, this one closer to the clasp. And just looking at the shape, I'm gonna think I'm gonna do maybe something like that. Yeah, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on the bracelet. So I actually changed my mind again as I was threading these charms on the bracelet. The reason why I chose the snake and the mouse is my son loves snakes and rodents, and my daughter loves hamsters. And that's not a good combination, but that's what they gravitated towards. And here is the bracelet design. So I think as I wear it, I'll make some changes to it. But as I'm looking at it, I do really like these soft beigey pinks on the brown leather. And I also just made another quick change. I changed out this mother bird and baby bird that I had placed right here with the chocolate box charm. And I do like it much better because when I take a look at it, it's in the exact same scale as the rest of the dangles. And it just seems to fit in a little bit. And I do like that the enamel work on this matches this pave charm right here. So I like that these two match, and on the other side I've got this little heart right here, and it has this beautiful swirly enamel work to it. I just love that tone of pink, and it's on both sides, and I think it looks so good with this Cabochon Kiss spacer. These two pinks look really nice together. So that is the update now to the Cherry Blossom bracelet, and I'm feeling much better about this one. So now I have this charm rod right here, and this charm right here is a duplicate for me, this pink pansy. I have it on this bracelet design right here. This is my spring and summer bracelet design that features a lot of daisies and pansies. So I have it on this, so it is a duplicate. And let me show you the difference in the enamel work. So all of Pandora's enamel is a little bit different. This one has a little bit less white than this one, and this one is my preference, so that's why it's on this bracelet design. So I think I'm gonna be adding this one to the gray box. And another item I was looking at of adding to the gray box is this little pink butterfly right here. Although I do have a bracelet design, I was thinking maybe I could add it to. This bracelet design here, and I think I shared this one recently in one of my hits and misses. I purchased a full bracelet design. Actually, sorry, it wasn't full. It included 4 charms. It included this coffee cup charm, this little workout charm right here, this Murano, and I think that was it. I don't think I took anything else off, but I did add in these clips. These are the pink pansy clips, and I think it works pretty good. And I added in this charm right here that I shared in my previous video where I took apart that one bracelet with the flowers and the roses. So that's where I added this one in. So taking a look at this bracelet, I was thinking I could add in this pansy charm here, but I think it's just a little bit too much pansies. I don't think I want to have the 3. And plus then the balance would be off unless I put it in the middle, but then I'm kind of being really repetitive with this bracelet design. So I'm gonna put this one in the gray box. And for some reason, this pink butterfly never lasts long on a bracelet design, but maybe what I'll do is I will add it to this one, and then we'll see if it lasts. So this one is an open work and this one is threaded. So I'm purposely gonna put it in the middle here. And I think that the pink enamel in the coffee cup and the butterflies are identical. They seem really close. So now this is how it looks with the extra little touch of pink. And I think that's where this one will stay for a little bit. And this is an update to the gray box. So right now I have these 3 rings that I think I'm gonna be rehoming. Rehoming this large Murano. And I did do my homework and I did polish up all of those pre-loved charms. And they polished up beautifully. Let me just pull this out here. And look how nice and shiny and restored these charms are. So I have 2 of the elephants, which I definitely don't need. And this one is a duplicate for me. And this one is probably a triplicate or quadruplicate at this point. I have lots of these snowflake charms. And now I just added this pink pansy to the box. So coming back to this bracelet right here, I just had a thought that I could add in this mother and baby bird. I could add it in. I know it's completely random with the workout charm and the heart and everything else, but this is tending to be a bit of a random bracelet anyway. So I think I'm gonna add it in, and I'll probably put it right here. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna be adding this charm here, this button style charm. It has a little flower dangle and it's got like a rainbow, and it's a really girly charm. And at the back it says, "Let your dreams blossom." And this little elephant is actually one of my favorite elephants that Pandora's done. It just looks like it's sitting there and laughing with you. So here's a few more of the charms added, and I am starting to fill this bracelet up quite quickly. Here's what it looks like with the little new changes on the end here. So I've got the mother and baby bird, this little blossom dangle with the coffee cup, and they actually look really sweet all together. In the center of the bracelet, I've got my little baby elephant with the workout. So it is kind of a random bracelet. And then on this end, I've got the butterfly charm with the heart and this white Murano. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the changes I've made to this bracelet. It is a very soft pink girly pastel bracelet design, and I think it is coming together. Other loose charms I have on this charm rod, one that caught my eye is this one here. And this one is like blue leaves or waves. I can't remember if it's waves or leaves, but looking at it, it reminds me of waves. So I'm gonna just take a look and see if this one would fit into my underwater world. And then I do have these blue topaz dangles. I think these were called the Cool Breeze. I have a pair of them. I just love the blue topaz, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to design with these, but it's just so hard to part with these when you know that they're an actual gemstone and they're such a good quality. So taking a look at my underwater world bracelet, I need to come up with a better name, but this little blue wave I think would fit in well, and I think this charm fits in well. What's kind of bugging me, to be honest, is this pink turtle. So I think I'm going to pull this pink turtle off and maybe replace it over here. We'll see. So I just did a quick reorganization of the charms. I kind of balanced out the dangles with non-dangle charms, and this adds a little touch of blue. Whoops, I just kicked it out of the place. And then this adds another little touch of blue. I love that blue topaz. So that's what you want on your bracelets, are charms that you love. I am gonna pull off this pink sea turtle. Right now, it's gonna be coming off. So something is not quite sitting right. So I think I'm going to be swapping the dark blue and this light blue. And I think that's a little bit better for me, but yet it just still doesn't quite feel right. But I think I just need to kind of play with it and add a few more charms, and we'll see how it ends up. I'm just going to add this clip at the end, and we'll keep working on this bracelet. And coming back to this bracelet, I think I'm going to put this little turtle right here. And I think this little turtle is so cute on this bracelet. I like it next to the baby elephant. But you know what? I'm gonna take this butterfly off. There's something, I don't know what it is, you guys, but it's gonna go in the gray box. And in its place, I'm gonna put this charm, the Free Hugs charm, the little cactus with the pink flower on top. I think this charm is adorable, and I like the little plant pot. And while I'm holding the bracelet this way, letting all of the charms kind of flip downwards, I think that this little Free Hugs charm is about the same size and shape as the coffee cup. So I think it's gonna work, and I actually quite like that. And I feel like I need to tackle one more bracelet while I'm in here, and I think this one's gonna be an easy one. This is the Marble bracelet clasp that was in the summer sale, and this one was a really good price. So I'm going to be probably changing this bracelet design that I have. I can't remember the name of this T-bar clasp. I'm just going to change this up and put this marble bracelet design on this one. I do have my Hulk over here. I quite like Hulky, but I don't think he quite matches with the blue and the red theme that I have, but maybe he'll be okay. Maybe I'll just add him to the end of the bracelet. And actually, let's get rid of this charm and put him in with the rest of the wooden, I want to call them wooden Muranos, but obviously if it's wood, it's not Murano glass. So as I was pulling out my Marvel bracelet here, and I noticed that of course I've got Hulk over here. I also have this Captain Marvel and this little tape right here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait before I put everything on this bracelet design. I just kind of wanna look at it a little bit more and think if I wanna change this up, because I do really like the balance, what I have going on here with the red and the blue. And this is just kind of taking me into a different direction. So I'm just gonna give that a little bit more thought. And I'm just gonna place all of these items inside this bag here so that I know that that's what my thought process is. This is usually also how I design, is when I know there's a bracelet I wanna edit, and I add in the loose charms next to it. And I'm also gonna throw in this Marvel bracelet right here. So this will be something coming up in the future. So I think this is where I'm going to end. I'm going to save this one for future. This is the Underwater World bracelet. A little bit of changes made there. A lot of changes made to this one. And I do like some of the changes I've made, but as I'm studying it, there's one charm I'm not particularly fond of on here, and that's this one right here. And I can't tell you why. Other changes we've made are creations. Oops, actually, and I just dropped it off, is this large heart right over here. And this one isn't threaded, so that's something I need to be careful of. But I do like the plain silver on a bangle. I think that's just really nice. Nice and simple. We also created this bracelet design and on the brown leather. And I do like that pale blushy tones, the beige on the brown leather. So I'll be wearing that and keeping you updated. I really like the change I made to my cherry blossom bracelet, adding in the chocolate box here at the end. And let's see, I don't think I made any changes to that. So I feel like this has been very slow progress, probably because I am recording as I'm making all of the changes. But a little bit at a time, we will get through it. So here are all the updates right here in front of you, well, with the exception of Marvel. And here is the gray jewelry box update. So these are the items that I have in here so far. I have a feeling I'm going to be taking one of these elephants out. Maybe actually even the snowflake, but we will see. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment below. I always enjoy reading your thoughts. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye-bye.